Welcome everyone to the Tactical Tavern. I'm your host Tomas Alas, and in this video I'm excited to share with you everything I got at Blade Show West. Before we get started with this gear haul, make sure to drop a like and subscribe so that way you won't miss future videos helping you upgrade your gear. With that being said, let's cut into it. Okay, starting off the Tactical Tavern gear haul, we have the Windy Raven Korax. This thing has been on my radar for so long. I've tried signing up for the lotteries that they do online, haven't been successful. As soon as I heard that they were at the show, I had to jump in line and get one. I was first at the booth and I got to handle them all, and I instantly fell in love with this red handle Ito wrap Korax. The blade finish is spectacular. It comes with the Kydex sheath with the discreet carry concepts clip on there. Although I'm not the biggest fan of the rubber on here, I definitely enjoy the fact that there's enough room so that way you can drill in another screw and secure that clip. Other than that, this thing fits perfectly in the hand, and I love how you get a full combat grip before you deploy the blade. Thank you to Ryan, aka Fieldworks, for getting me addicted to the Windy Ravens. From there, I navigated through the booth and locked eyes with auxiliary manufacturing, and I had to pick up one of the Karls. I opted for the Karl Lightweight, which is still a very stout blade. I love the way that it feels in the hand. It has a large handle that's sculpted well with G10 grips, and I love the rock texturing all the way up to the spine. This thing just appealed to me. It also won Best Tactical Knife at a previous blade show for good reason. It comes with a solid Kydex sheath, and it has like a knockoff discreet carry concepts clip. We're probably gonna switch that out for a real one, but altogether, still great retention and high quality sheath that's built to last. The next item was the most controversial item at the show, and I was gifted a Wiener Warrior from Blade HQ. This knife right here got a ton of positive comments, but it also got quite the fair share of not so positive comments. I have mixed feelings on it. I think it's super wild, wicked, and fun. I don't know how practical it is. I think it's more of like a gag gift, although I will say that because of that rounded tip, if you're using this in like a rescue setting, you can absolutely slide up underneath cordage or a seatbelt in order to help save the day. It is in line with the Donut Warrior series, and it is made by Boker in the Kalashnikov style. I think it's pretty fun and nice if you need to spread some butter. When people were asking my thoughts at the show about this blade, I told them it's not about the size, it's about the slices per minute. So that's my take on the Weenie Warrior. After I handled that, I needed a boost of testosterone, so I stopped by our friends over at Beg Knives. The Beg Knives Foso Dagger instantly got my T levels back up where they should be. It's well balanced, has an incredibly comfortable handle that's thin, ergonomic, and lines you up with a solid guard, yet it's still comfortable in the reverse grip as well. This is an expertly crafted combat tool. It also comes equipped with a sheath that really surprised me because the retention when you go to put it in, very easy to insert, but when you go to pull it out, solid retention, no wiggle. This really does an excellent job at being an affordable dagger. When I was looking at it, I thought it was easily gonna be $200-300 plus. $108 at the time of this video. At that price point, that is an incredible steal and functional tool for a variety of different applications. Now that I was feeling better about myself, I was hanging out with some of the Blade HQ guys, and they told me that I had to find these ulum nunchucks. I had no idea what that was about until I stopped by Daryl Caston and D-Rocket Designs. Here's a clip of me taking their ulum nunchucks for a spin. I will admit they seemed a little nervous because, I mean, who randomly goes up to a booth and asks, "Can I snap it?" But this was one of the highlights of the show because people like moved out of the way, and behind the camera there was a lot of people watching, so I could not mess up. They seemed pretty impressed, and I loved some of the work that they did with ulum, and they gifted me one of these. At first I was kind of like, what is this, like a key fob? And Daryl goes, that's exactly the point. This right here is an ulum OTF that has been wrapped in leather. You can obviously take it out, or it'll probably take a little bit of finesse, but it is securely fastened inside of here with access to the pocket clip and is an ultra lightweight, razor sharp OTF. This doesn't even feel like you're carrying a knife, yet it's still super ergonomic with the way that the thumb grooves line up. Quite utilitarian and a nice little package opener if you're looking for a classy OTF. I'm super stoked to do a full review on this blade because I love that it looks very inconspicuous. It's also just super fun to play with and has a great sound. Another maker that was top on my list was Arcane Design, and Israel is such an awesome guy. I stopped by his booth and I found this blade that instantly caught my attention because of the color. It's rare that you see blades in Tac Tav teal, but the Crypt instantly got my attention. It has this beautiful semi-worn finish to it and is one of the most comfortable blades that I picked up at the show. What I really admire about this blade is the opening methods and how fidget friendly it is. It's sporting M390 on a Bowie style blade that looks extremely slicey. Titanium hardware with such a beautiful finish, and the ergonomics on this are also fantastic. Israel was even kind enough to tune up my blade for me on the spot, so it's awesome that it's been touched by Israel himself. I love the fact that he's into horror, sci-fi, mystery, all that fun stuff, and it certainly comes across in the designs, and I'm happy to support that. Probably one of the biggest highlights for the show was stopping at the Turner CNC booth. I went in there with the intentions to get a trainer, and I purchased this Elvia trainer. Super good deal at the show, highly recommend it. Completely made out of aluminum, it has an amazing feel to it, and replicates a lot of other TKell style knives. Best of all, I already have a sheath made for this from Josh over at Offensive Industries, and I think this is one of the better investments you can do into your training. But it didn't stop there. They had some incredible tools like this ruler. That's right, they got this ruler for measuring people's attitude. Look at how fun this is. It's so well balanced, easy to manipulate, and it easily lines you up for measuring a variety of different things. I think we all know the versatility that this tool packs in, but let me tell you what, I am so happy I got one of these. It's gonna be so fun to train with this on the bob, smack it around, and let some steam off. I went back multiple times to the Turner CNC booth, and I couldn't take my eyes off of the Jackalope. If I was asked the toughest question in the world, what would be the only blade I could carry if I could only carry one for the rest of my life? Jackalope XL is a pretty dang close representation of what that might look like. This is ultra comfortable, versatile. The handle is the perfect size with divots in there. It also comes with pennies inside of the packaging so you can unscrew the handle. And mind you, these are glow in the dark scales, and inside reveal a cavern. So you can store a variety of survival supplies, cash, money, or good luck charms. The blade has a semi-hollow grind, but it's still thick enough to do heavier duty tasks. This thing just melts into the hand, and the sheath is also a work of art, allowing for easy alignment, great retention, and versatile mounting options. I really enjoy the cutout on here, so again, you can get that full finger grip for deployment. It's very secure and super smooth. As I was walking around the show, I also ran into Osto Blades. These right here are the new Solstice Gentleman's Folder, and let me tell you what, these things are sweet. If you guys have been a fan of the channel, you know I love balance on a blade and how it feels in the hand. I love spinning mine around. This thing right here is well balanced. I love the overall aesthetic of this blade, being a gentleman's folder with still some additional capabilities for heavier duty tasks. The back end is flat here with a reversible pocket clip. It's CPM S35VN with some nice jimping on the top, a thick spine, and this may or may not be designed by Andrew Demko. Even the sound on these blades with the titanium, oh, it just sounds so beautiful. The way that it goes back in, it's a very fidget friendly knife for being so slim. We're gonna be doing a full review on these blades, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And a big thank you again to Osto Blades for sending these in for testing and evaluation. While I was walking around the show, I had it in the back of my mind that I really wanted to get a Halloween style blade. I've never had anything with the black and orange combo, and it is the season. When I was at Liang Ma's booth, I actually purchased for myself the Trinity Halloween edition. I already love the platform of the Trinity because there's 3 different ways you can open it with the opening hole, the front flipper, and the back flipper. It's so comfortable, 14C, 28N blade steel with G10 grips, and of course a reversible pocket clip. This is a great score at around 65, 70 bucks. That is for sure gonna be one of my go-to everyday carry knives for the front left side pocket, especially during Halloween time. Now, while I was at Blade Show, I also had it in the back of my mind that I needed a gift for one of the most important women in my life. A big thank you goes out to Russell at Artisan Cutlery for helping me gift that special woman the pink pyrite. And let me tell you what, I know my mom is gonna love this blade so much. It's easy to operate with the button lock. It's such a simple platform. Anybody can use it with a deep carry pocket clip, and it has a great and comfortable grip. Plus, it is October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so that pink just ties in perfectly. It was also super fun being able to hang out with the Wicked Edge team and jump in on the line and go to town sharpening some blades for anyone at the show. All the knives, gadgets, and gear at Blade Show are super fun, but the biggest takeaway is being able to visit with friends and make some new connections. So I'd like to give a big thank you to everyone at the show that I talked to, people that stopped me to get a photo. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for supporting the Tactical Tavern. We got a whole bunch of more videos coming soon, so make sure to subscribe, follow along, and check out our Instagram at Tactical Tavern for some behind the scenes content that you won't find here. I'd also love your help in the comment section down below to let me know what interests you the most, what should we prioritize reviewing, and what gadgets and gear would you also love to see featured here on the channel. With that being said, my name is Tomas Alas. Thank you again for watching. I'm excited to see you in the next video. And remember, be prepared, be practical, stay tactical.